Hey everyone, it's Jerson here from Visual eLearning, and today I am thrilled to show you how to add a dynamic progress bar to your Storyline course player. Before we dive in, I want to give a shout out to Jamie over at Littleman Project. His video on the dynamic progress bar sparked the idea for this tutorial, and I can't wait to share it with you. If you watch Jamie's video, you'll find the steps here quite familiar. The only difference lies in the JavaScript we'll be using and one final step that's unique to our method. Let's kick things off by opening your Storyline project. Select the slide, then head to View, Slide Master, and click on the Slide Master layout. Now, because JavaScript can't directly access Storyline's built-in variables, we need to create one it can work with. Let's set up a trigger. Under Action, select Adjust Variable, then choose New Variable and name it Progress. Next, set the progress variable to equal the built-in variable that tracks course progress. You can opt for tracking the course by menu progress or by project progress. I'll explain the difference later. For this exercise, let's go with tracking by menu progress by selecting the menu progress variable. Leave the trigger activation section as is and hit OK. Moving on, we need to create another trigger for the JavaScript. You'll find the JavaScript code you need in the link provided below in the description. Simply copy and paste the code into the JavaScript field. Before you publish it, make sure you have some buttons on the top right bar navigation. Either glossary or resources is fine. You don't have to add anything specific to it. Now let's go ahead and publish it to see the magic in action. As you can see, the progress bar dynamically tracks your course's progress. No additional triggers, no variables to tally, just these two triggers will give you a dynamic progress bar right within your course player. No need to waste slide space on it. Let's break down how it all works. When Storyline generates the HTML file, it creates a div element called links right at the top bar. JavaScript retrieves the progress variable we created and adds a new element inside the links right div, adjusting its size based on the progress variable. Essentially, you're adding a new element to the top bar. One thing to remember is that you must have a navigational element at the top, either the title or buttons on the right side. Now, let's delve into the difference between the menu.progress and project.progress variables we discussed earlier. I'll duplicate this slide and remove it from the player menu. Then publish it again. Notice how when it goes to the slide that isn't on the menu, the progress bar doesn't advance. That's because the menu.progress variable only tracks slides that are part of the menu. This is perfect for projects with optional slides like informational or lightbox slides. However, it does make the progress bar jump around if you have a lot of slides not on the menu, like hidden question slides. On the other hand, the project.progress variable tracks all slides in your project, making it ideal for projects where all slides are mandatory. However, if you have optional slides that the user doesn't see, the progress bar won't show completion when the user reaches the end of the course. Now, I've discovered a couple quirks while tinkering with the course player. If you don't have any buttons on the right side, such as a glossary or notes, the progress bar won't display. Let me demonstrate. I'll remove the navigation buttons on the right side from the course player, and now let's publish it. See how the progress bar disappears? This happens because the Storyline published file has a JavaScript that automatically hides the element that displays these elements if there are no buttons on the right side. I do have two workarounds for you. First, you can add another JavaScript trigger to the master layout. You'll find the code in the link below. Just copy it and paste it into the slide master layout. Let's publish it now. This JavaScript keeps the link's right display element turned on. So every time a new slide is displayed, I'll execute code to display the link's right element where the progress bar resides. It may cause some flickering, but it's not very noticeable. The second method involves adding a small navigational element to the top right bar. If your course doesn't require a button on the top right side, you can simply add a period to the player tab that requires no action. Unfortunately, you can't just add a space there. Storyline won't accept it. Let's publish it again. As you can see, the flickering is gone, and you're left with a little dot. If you can live with it, this solution should work fine. That's a wrap for this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments below or on my website. Thanks for tuning in.